In accordance with Section 5 of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Laws 1975, be advised that notice of this meeting was made by posting on the bulletin board, town hall, and sending to the officially designated newspapers indicating that the meeting would take place at the community center at 6:30 p.m. on this date. The fire exits are located in the far right corner of the back, and to my immediate left in the front. Roll call.
Councilman Aguilar.
Here.
Councilman Haynes.
Here.
Councilman Hurley.
Here.
Councilman McDonald.
Here.
Councilman Slagauer.
Here.
Council President Berkshire.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You don't even have to take your coat off.
Thank you.
I'd like to.
Right here.
Heavy or not heavy, dude?
All right, so I'd like to introduce Ken Nickel of the Rockaway Rotary, and he is here to present us with a little gift. So I'll turn it over to Mr. Nickel.
Hi guys, how you doing? On behalf of the Rotary Club of the Rockaways, and we've been in the town here since 1944. We've been doing a lot of service work over those years. What we tried to do this year was come up with some ideas for the community, and one of those ideas was to present you, the town, with an AED unit for this facility. Understanding that, frankly, a lot of us are getting pretty old here, and so, no offense, but that a lot of people use this facility. I think you still use it for some senior groups and so on. So this is something that it's insurance that we pray as Rotarians you will never ever use, but you'll have here. It gets mounted on the wall, and it's there just if you need. So.
I appreciate the job.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ken.
And then we'll make sure we have it professionally installed and built.
Yeah, the heavy thing is a box,
Okay.
and there's all sorts of pieces, and then this lighter one is the actual defibrillator.
And once it's installed, we'll make sure the seniors, as well as anybody that uses this facility, is trained on the appropriate use.
Yeah, it's actually, when you get this thing set up, you'll find out that almost anybody can use it. I will tell you just a very brief story. I was with another nonprofit that I'm involved with up in Sussex County, and they have 14 group homes with developmentally handicapped adults. This past July, I guess, one of their residents hit the ground. Staff, what do? Called 911, 911 said, you have an AED? Yes, we do, and was able to walk them through on the phone, revive the gentleman, and then transport him to the hospital, and he is now back at work.
Wow.
So, good luck with it.
Of course, it's easier to pick up the light box.
Okay, you want to use this one?
Nice little surprise that wasn't on the agenda, so thanks to the Rotary. Approval of minutes for the regular meeting, November 24th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Council reports. Councilman Haynes.
Good evening, Mayor, fellow council members, and our public. DPW report. DPW has obviously finished up the holiday decorations. Over the past 2 weeks, they have had 3 salting events. They do need to finish up the leaves in the parks, but have been a little bit between our manpower and vacation, have been a little shorthanded. Billy has been spending a lot of time with since Monday with the new DPW director, Ed, and Andre has been training the new hire, and that is my report.
Nice. Motion to accept the report of the Councilman Haynes. Go ahead.
I apologize. I'd like to congratulate the Park and Recreation Commission on their wonderful tree lighting ceremony. It looked like it was well attended. Unfortunately, I got stuck at a work event, but And also, a little late to the party at the firemen's Christmas party. However, myself and a couple of firemen that were in at a other event made it on time, and it was good to see there were a lot of people there. So again, another wonderful event. Thanks to the fire department for putting us up, and that's my happy holidays. I believe this may be our last meeting. So happy holidays to all that know their families. Thank you.
Motion to accept the report of Councilman Haynes.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Councilman McDonald.
Yes, good evening, everybody. As Councilman Haynes mentioned, we attended the Christmas tree lighting last Wednesday. Rob O'Connor, our Parks Recreation Director, and his whole staff did a great job. It was well attended. Probably, he mentioned it was one of the most well attended that we had. So great job by the whole committee. So our next meeting is early January. I think it's the Tuesday, the first Tuesday in January for the reorg meeting for the rec. And as I also attended the firemen's dinner last Saturday. It was a great event. It was really nice to see everybody. And I just wish everybody else happy holidays. That's all.
Motion to accept the report of Councilman McDonald.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Excuse me, did you say welcome to your meeting for that?
Was it Tuesday, the first Tuesday? I think it's right after ours.
We might have a conflict. Is the land use board that day too, the sixth? If it's January sixth, I think we have a conflict. We might just have to.
It's not typically, it's not typically.
Okay. Well, usually.
Ours is Monday, right? Ours is Monday. Yes,
I wanna say, I think
Right.
it's something that they need for this, but we'll double check that and get back to you.
Did we do the motion for you? Motion to
Yeah,
accept.
we did.
Okay. Councilman Slocum.
Evening, Mayor, Council, or residents. My report's a little short tonight also. On the agenda tonight, you'll see the e-bike ordinance to be adopted, which I'm very happy and proud of. We worked a lot of time on it, the ordinance committee. Also, I'd like to talk about the firehouse Christmas party. Always a good time. A lot of good conversations. We talked about a lot of the old times. Along with that, Christmas tree lighting. Love seeing the kids. Love seeing them smile when Santa pulls up. It's exciting. Also, this past Sunday, there's a Toys for Tot, the train came in. It's exciting. It's really exciting to see that. How many toys are gathered? Close to 200,000 toys they collect in 2 weekends. It's pretty amazing what they do. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. Make great memories, people. All right, this year. Let's do it. That's my report for tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Motion to accept the report of Councilman Slocum.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Councilman Drummond.
Thank you, Mayor, fellow council members, and our members of the public. From the Finance Committee, we'll start off with our last accounts payable for the 2025 budget season. I move that the bills presented to the Borough of Rockaway for payment by the borough as evidenced by proper vouchers be referred to the committee or unit contracting for same, and when endorsed by them and approved by appropriate action of council, they are to be paid.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Just quickly, folks, on the agenda tonight, you will see a resolution to ratify the memorandum of agreement with Teamsters Local 97. Ms. Reichi and myself have been on a long journey in this negotiation, but a couple of weeks ago, we met with the folks from the negotiating team, and they accepted our proposal. Their union representative from the Teamsters has ratified and signed the memorandum of agreement, and tonight we have the opportunity to review that and vote on that contract. I will say one thing, throughout all the negotiations, and I've done this in my professional career and first time here in the borough, but the team there was always very productive. The discussions were productive and very respectful. They were, very willing to talk about issues they had, what their recommendations are, what Ms. Reichi and myself could offer. We've been going on for just about a year in the negotiations, but I'm glad to see that this is now, brought to a finale, and that the contract that is going to expire on December 31st now has a new contract behind it. So, and a lot of thanks to Patty. She did a lot of work. I mean, there was a lot of proposals went back and forth and a lot of numbers crunching, and she really did yeoman's work to help that along. So Patty, I thank you personally for that. Moving along on that, the land use board met a week ago Tuesday. They heard one application from a resident on Addison Avenue requesting a deck in the rear yard. It was approved by the entire land use board. Kind of updating it to the current. Yesterday, Councilman Slockbauer and I had the great opportunity to meet with the president of the Canal Association of New Jersey. We have, through the historical committee, but also working with the community, they have been very active in helping us to promote the history of the Morris Canal. And the gentleman's name is Joe Kasich, and we met with him yesterday to discuss a proposal they have. They'd like to partner with us here in the borough for more of the identification and historical references throughout the borough along the canal route. And so Tom and I were chatting with him about our ideas, and as you may know, we have those kind of interpretive panels. There's one right outside the door in the community center. We have 4 of them in town. There's one here, one over at the Stone Arch. We have one over at the lake on Jackson. And we do have, and we found, one that unfortunately was damaged that goes over at Hetty Park. But Mr. Kasich recommended that we take a look at throwing the net wider. And Tom, if you want to kind of add into there, because we had a great conversation with the gentleman and a very generous offer.
So what's gonna happen, hopefully, he's gonna put us in for next year, have some new wayfarer signs made, which is give a description of the path of the canal. Well, along with that, we'll have like the signs you see out front here, and we're discussing the locations. And we're trying to find the best ones, and we're talking about Wall Street. Why? Heavy traffic, foot traffic. This will help bring people to the center of town, if they could just stop and read. Hopefully to stop and read and buy a cup of coffee, or get a slice of pizza. That's the whole idea to brighten up the center of town a little more, make it more active. But absolutely, Jim, great job yesterday.
Yeah,
Great job.
what we centered on is with our redevelopment plans that we have going on and the activity in the downtown area, we thought it was appropriate to identify the canal route. Although we all know it is the driveway that goes into the police station, actually that's called Barge Way. And the garden club has a beautiful garden that when you go right in by Milo's Cafe there, we have 2 large stones that were originally the foundation of the powerhouse for the inclined plane right behind us. And with that, the canal flowed right through there. So Tom and myself and Joe started thinking about, boy, that would be a nice way to identify the flow and enrich the downtown redevelopment area with identifications for the Morris Canal. So what Joe is going to do, Mr. Kasich is going to do, is present to his board a budget to support 2 additional interpretive panels and 3 wayfinding markers, so that we can actually start over at the corner of, I guess it'd be like Lakeside and the driveway, continuing through the town, through the park, down to St. Cecilia's inclined plane, which is now their parking lot, and then down into here, which is the lower basin. So as Tom and I kind of left, we were really hyped about that they're thinking about us from a historical perspective, but very generously because they fund those projects. So we'll keep you informed. We have a follow-up meeting, I guess in January. We said in January, so we'll let you know. Along with other activities going on, I too attended the tree lighting, and a big congratulations to Director O'Connor and the entire recreation team. They're really stellar at putting together a very joyful and wonderful event. The choirs, although a little tough to hear, they sound beautiful. The Morris Hills Choir always does well. And again, praise to our fire department for getting Santa there on time and meeting all the children. So a great time at the tree lighting. and I too attended the firemen's annual holiday cheer and dinner over at the firehouse last Saturday, and a lot of good chatter, a lot of time to kind of connect with our great fire department. Just basically one other quick announcement. We do have, the Historical Society does have the ornaments for 2025. It's a cutout of New Jersey with Rockaway Borough in the center, kind of commemorating the Rev 250 theme. They are available at the museum. We will be open this Saturday, and we will be open the following Saturday and Sunday for those that would like to come in and pick up an ornament or browse around for some holiday gifts. And that's my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. Motion to accept the report of Councilman Early?
Motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
Councilman Aguilar?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all. This past December 9th, Board of Health met. They finally adopted the new fee schedule for retail food establishments, which is going to take effect for the 2026 renewal applications. More information on the website as well. Next meeting is January 13th via Zoom, and that is my report.
Motion to accept the report of Councilman Aguilar?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Attorney?
No.
How about Council President?
Oh. Council President?
Please, how about that? Good evening, everyone. The fire department had their monthly meeting on December 5th. They scheduled drills for December 17th and the 29th. The following members were elected for the 2026 fire department officers. Chief Glenn Van Sanders, First Assistant Chief Jeff Heitzelman, Second Assistant Chief Benny Santiago, Captain Scott Hurley, First Lieutenant John Fishlock, and Second Lieutenant Anthony Van Sanders. The association president in 2026 will be Andrew Boomer Pratt. The department approved the resignation letter of Alvaro Gomez from the fire department, and also approved a request from William Hopler for a leave of absence from January 1st through July 1st of 2026. The annual installation of chiefs and officers will be held on January 1st at 12 noon at the firehouse, and they welcome us to come and enjoy the festivities that day. May I have a motion to approve the actions of the fire department?
Motion to approve actions of the fire department.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone that attended the holiday party as well. I kind of divided my time between the fire and the police. Same party, same night. And the tree lighting was awesome. I think we had the real Santa, like legit. And that's my report.
Much apologies, Council President. Motion to accept the report of Council President Burnside?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All there? Mr. Attorney?
Good evening, everybody. I guess I'll make this anticlimactic because I didn't have a public session report for this evening, but that's my report.
Motion to accept the report of the attorney?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All there?
Aye.
We will have a menorah lighting Tuesday night at 5:15 on East Main Street, directly across from Quick Check. So,
5:15?
5:15, yeah. I've been to a couple of those and they're actually very fun, you know, so looking forward to it. All right, dates. So I'm canceling the December 25th council meeting, and that will not be rescheduled.
Did you say December 25th?
22nd meeting, canceling the December 22nd meeting, which was rescheduled from the 25th. You know, so canceling the 22nd meeting. The next meeting will be the reorganization meeting on Monday night, January 6th at 6:30 p.m. at the community center.
January 5th. Yeah.
What did I say?
You said 6.
Yeah, January 5th. However, along with that, our next scheduled council meeting after the reorg was for January 8th, which I will cancel, and all council business will be done on the January 5th reorg meeting. Yep. I do want to thank Andrew Agliata for your service as a councilman.
Thank you, Andrew.
I really appreciate you stepping up, and certainly our time together preceded that. So I appreciated seeing that, but hopefully this won't be the last time we see you.
Definitely not. Very educational, very pleasurable experience, very illuminating, learned a lot. Thank everybody for their time. Thanks, Andrew.
No, thanks, Andrew. And that's my report. Motion to accept the report of the mayor.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Report of our administrator.
Good evening, I really don't have a report, I just want to say that in the last couple of weeks, it's just been a little bittersweet, with Billy retiring. Worked with Billy, obviously for all the years I've been here, but him as a DPW director for the last 5 years. I will definitely miss his knowledge, his wit. But again, where it's a little bit of sweet is with Ed coming in, been working with Ed, he seems like he's gonna be able to pick up the ball and run with it, and I think we are going to be in good shape. So we'll totally miss Billy. Again, his knowledge and his dedication. We do hopefully, or I should say not hopefully, but it looks like we do have a great candidate to move forward with DPW. And that's all I have to say.
Motion to accept the report of the administrator.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Report of our clerk.
I have no report this evening.
Resolutions, consent agenda. 187-25, accept the resignation of crossing guard. 188-25, accept the resignation of department assistant. 189-25, approve water allocation, block 75, lot 3. 190-25, authorize property tax exemption due to disabled veteran status, block 66, lot 7. 191-25, authorize reappointment of tax collector. 192-25, award contract, public works management software. 193-25, authorize change orders 1 and 2, East New Street water main replacement. 194-25, award contract, Willow Road water main replacement project. 195-25, confirm participation in the Morris County Adaptive Recreation Program, MCARP. 196-25, ratify memorandum of agreement with Teamsters Local 97. 197-25, refund police outside duty overpayment, off-duty management. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions contained in the consent agenda commencing with 187-25, all through and inclusive of 197-25.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Aguilar?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hurley?
Yes.
Councilman McDonald?
Yes.
Councilman Slakta?
Yes.
Council President Bertha?
Yes.
Thank you. We have an ordinance for adoption, which Councilman Slakta has talked about. 25-27, regulating certain electric bicycles and scooters. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
For this ordinance only, I'd like to open the meeting to the public. Hearing none, close the meeting to the public. Roll call.
Councilman Aguilar?
Yes.
Councilman Hayes?
Yes.
Councilman Hurley?
Yes.
Councilman McDonald?
Yes.
Councilman Slakta?
Yes.
Council President Bertha?
Yes.
Thanks. In accordance with Resolution 156-20, establishing rules of conduct and decorum for public meetings, please note the following. Please move up to the podium and state for the record your name before addressing mayor and council. All comments shall be addressed directly to the mayor. Once comments are received, the mayor may redirect questioning to other members of council. I will not address matters of personnel. All public comments, questions, and remarks will be limited to 5 minutes within a single turn at the podium. I'd like to open the meeting to the public.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Kearns, I live on 15 West Flag Street. I've come in good faith to asking for help. I have a short little thing written, but I just kind of want to give you an overview. has been really frustrating. And it's been over 11 years and it's still not resolved. So I'd like to start with a letter. This is written by a friend here, Mr. Slockbauer. Water drainage, that's the subject. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Borney, it has come to our attention that water is being discharged from your property onto the sidewalk on West Flag Street. As the water travels, it spreads out during cold weather, the water will turn to ice, which it does. The icy condition will be created as a result of the water draining from your property. It will be dangerous. Pursuant to Chapter 183, Section 10, throwing substances of the Code of Rockaway Borough, no person shall discharge or permit the discharge of water or any other liquid in any manner whatsoever upon any street, avenue, road, highway, or other public thoroughfare. Nor shall any person throw water or any other liquid at, upon, against any person, etc. The borough is ready to assist you in making any drainage improvements in the street. However, the borough cannot install drainage on your private property. Thanks for your prompt attention to this matter. This was dated August 29th, 2018. I brought this to the attention of the town, and I started to wonder after 11 years, maybe I'm not talking to the right people to help me resolve this. So believe me, I'm frustrated, okay? I reported this back in 2014, that the stormwater drainage comes down like a river. I presented videos, photos. I hired somebody to, an engineer, professional engineer, to actually do a whole study. She has some suggestions. I've given that to the mayor. Okay, so 2014, I reported it. 2018, Mr. Slockbauer sends a letter to the dentist. 2020, April 6th, my sister-in-law's birthday, that's why I remember it, the work started. No permits were required, which makes no sense because everything having to do with street opening requires a permit. Curbs, sidewalks. If I were to do that on my property, which I did for the apron on my driveway, I had to put money into a till and then, you know, pay the town to pay the engineer. So I don't understand why this was done without a permit. And the engineer was out there because I spoke to him that day. The first rain after this fix was done, it was a berm. The water still bypassed the sidewalk and came both sides. And they did a little Home Depot patch of secrete. It's still running down the sidewalk. So this is 2020, they did the work in April. A week later, we have our first rain, it's still running down the sidewalk like nothing was done, okay? I keep reporting it to the town, to the engineer. November 22, I get in touch with Mr. Hurley. Councilman Hurley says, come to a council meeting, and I talked to you, and you grandfathered me in.
I don't recall those statements.
Do you recall grandfathering me in?
I don't grandfather
No, I
now.
don't recall this statement.
You don't remember the words. So my understanding, you said it in a meeting. It wasn't documented in the meetings, but that's what I was told by you at that meeting in November 22. So I took that as that you were still gonna follow up with the dentist and take care of it, because it really has nothing to do with me. It affects me because it's the sidewalk in front of my house. So all the water from their drainage and all the salts and stuff have been coming down for years, burning my grass up. If you look at the picture of my house on Google, you will see that the grass is all burned. So I've been working on the lawn, but I've had a couple things come up. So anyway, the water's still coming down there, it's still causing a problem. And why I think you're still helping me is every time I get in touch with the town, they say, send us another video, we'll follow up with the dentist, just wait to hear back from us. I mean,
Mrs. Kearns, you have about a minute.
6/7/24, I sent a new video. I followed up with Kimberly on 7/2, 9/20, 9/30. Keep being told we're waiting to hear back from the dentist. I don't know why this is falling in my lap. He's breaking your ecos. He's breaking the laws that are on the books in our town. I don't think that's fair. And it's caused it. I have walkers. My next door neighbors walk to the library wherever. I have a lot of dog walkers on that street, on all the other side streets. There's people all the time trying to walk there. I don't want to get sued, so I want to ask you, what can you suggest for me to do? I've done everything I've been asked to. I've done above and beyond that. Do you think I should put signs on my property that said, you know, something like in legalese, like, walk with caution because I can't keep the ice off because of the dentist, and the town won't do anything?
Thank you, Mrs. Stearns. You know, with that, it is a private neighbor-to-neighbor dispute.
It's not though. It's
And
not though, because you guys told him to fix it, he never fixed it. So that's what I don't understand, that you told him to fix it, he didn't fix it, and you didn't follow up with him and say, it's not right, you're still causing a problem.
It's, you know, it's still under,
We did it as a courtesy call to him.
I don't understand the whole courtesy call, because if I do anything, he's not gonna fix it, because he knows the town's not gonna back me up. Can I get approval to not shovel the water?
You do potentially have a claim against him. You can speak to an attorney about taking action against him in court. I don't know enough details, but it certainly sounds like you might have something there.
I don't have the money for lawyers.
thank you, Mrs. Stearns.
I have one more thing I
No,
want to
Mrs.
ask. No, it's just between you and I. I did bring the engineer to come speak to you, and I left a message for you to say, I can come today at 3:30. You didn't call me back and say it doesn't work for me, but you snuck out the side door, and everybody in the office thought it was a big joke on my behalf. So I didn't appreciate that, and I expect that of you.
Thank you.
Angela Natal, 151 Mount Pleasant Avenue. Mayor, I want to thank you for helping with the light post itself.
It's all DPW, yep.
Well, you know what I'm saying, so in other words, you know, we take a lot of pride in that. So, I don't know her, but I know Katie had talked to me about that problem. And I can give you an example for, if you have like a leader drain pipe, you have to stay so many feet away from the property itself, because you can't be dumping water direct on the property itself. So basically, I see her point, what she's trying to say, is that the water is being dumped direct from homeowner to her house itself.
It's flow from a parking lot.
Yes,
But it's a
but,
public site.
but it's no different than if you had a leader drain pipe. If you had a leader drain pipe and it was being directed toward the neighbor's house, the town, the building department could say, no, you have to redirect it itself. So I think like probably for her, it would just be very simple for the town, like the building department, to say, listen, you are like dumping it directly on her property itself. But I work in construction, so this is very simple, why she's having that problem itself. They did a job when they raised the sidewalk, they made the problem is the water sneaking around the sidewalk. So basically, to save engineers and trying to figure it out, is like, to build that sidewalk up again or continue right to the curb line, now there won't be erosion and water going to it. So I think it's the same principle. If somebody had a leader drain going toward somebody's property, I know the town would always say, you can't dump direct. And what she's trying to say, I have to agree, it's being dumped direct, not from the town, but I think the town should go there and say, you have to redirect it itself. And the easiest way is to continue the ramp right to the curb line at 7-8%, and it will go out to the road. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
Yep.
Any other comments from the public?
Jeff Sacker, 15 Academy Street in Rockaway Borough. Mayor, council, and residents have a happy holiday. And Merry Christmas, happy holiday. First of all, I've been coming to these meetings for the last 5 years. Have you ever talked to the police chief about the speeding complaints on my block? Mr. Mayor?
I talk speeding with them every day.
Well, I know we're short-handed officer. I know the traffic's getting bad in the town. And I like to have somebody up there. Because if I get hit by a car of a kid speeding up on the block, somebody's gonna get sued. And then, I mean, I got people, I got a resident who has a small child down on the corner going to Wallen Academy. Wall Street people, the residents on Wall Street were complaining. The residents on Lakeside Drive were complaining. And even the residents on Rockaway Avenue and Union Street were complaining. Can we have better traffic devices? Can we get any more of the traffic devices up there? Because you could put one of those, or buy these traffic speed limit signs. Put it up. I need one up there because you get high school kids with Mustangs with kids with Dodge Chargers, boom, doing 35 miles an hour in a 25. And that's County Road on my part, because when I was a kid, it used to be a two-way street. But I want something done, but just go up there and just sit on the corner of Academy and Wall Street, by 81, by Mr. Edwards' house, the house on the corner. Because if I get hit, you know that I'm gonna do something more drastic than putting nails out there for kids to go over, but I don't wanna do that. I'm not Scrooge. It's my safety on that block. Even my neighbors and everything. Starting in January, have the chief talk to me. I'll give them all the problem solving. But I want a speed sign up on Academy Street like it did, and it helped a little bit. But we don't have enough to go around in the troubled areas. And I want to thank the Councilman Slackbauer and all council members for the e-bike ordinance. Thank you for that, because like him and I were saying about signs, Summit has, Montclair has ordinance, Summit has ordinance, and more down in Union, even at King College, they got e-bike ordinance. But I will see you all next year. Have a Merry, Merry Christmas. I get to see my great niece in 2 weeks.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay? And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Any other comments from the public?
Lonnie Hook, 23 Jackson. You mentioned in the beginning of the meeting that you're recording now.
Yes,
Is that for the public to be put on the website?
Yes.
Or is that for yourself?
it'll be for the public.
It's for the public on the website. Okay, great.
But just give me, baby steps, I just wanna make sure to be able to, we will post it, things like that, so.
And what kind of timing will it be from the time of the meeting till you post it?
It should be,
I mean, maybe not the first time, but what is your goal? You know, I know you have to work it out in the beginning, but
it should be within days.
within days of our meeting. Okay, all right, great, glad to hear that, thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie. Any other comments from the public? Hearing none, close the meeting to the public. I just want to wish everybody a very happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for everything, thanks for participating, thanks. See you on the street.